Morning. I might have to dive off pretty quickly to pull the blind over my window. The sun's coming round. I'm using this lantern, £200 weight that I cut a load of sheets into half. So the half that I normally do, but I'm just using them up. Just a word about copying. We all do it, it's how we learn. But the reason why it's good to stand on your own 2 feet and make up your own stuff from your own reference material is that you have to learn to do your selection. When you work from my work, or I work from another artist, they've done the selection for me. So it makes it quite easy. I don't have to worry about what to leave out and what to put in because they've done it. They've done the work. The copying bit is quite easy stuff. And also about copying photographically, there are people that can do it. It's not what I do. I haven't the patience or the skill. But you can look at photographic art and think, well, yeah, so what? Very clever, but so what? Is it art? Where's the art? And I've been guilty of that myself. I wouldn't say I was jealous of their ability. It's just that when you throw everything in a picture, my advice would be don't let the picture do all the talking. In other words, don't put it all in. Leave it out. This was the trick of the Impressionists. They put everything in, or it looks as if they put everything in, but it was very sketchy when you look closely. That was the wonder of it, and it was beautiful, and they're still probably the most popular group of painters that ever lived. Now, I want to go back and do another lake scene similar to the one I did a couple of days ago. It was based on a Scottish loch on a TV programme on the BBC, and what we had was like various headlands, sort of the lake coming across here, and different bits of land, and then some trees on this bank here, and then a beach sweeping across here, pebbly beach, on which the Sikh chef was cooking a brown trout. Now, I bet he didn't actually catch that brown trout, although there were some shots of him fishing. So I bet that came from the local supermarket, the brown trout, because the logs he was using to cook it, they weren't picked off the shore either. They were proper logs, split, cut, sawn. But nevertheless, it made a lovely picture. He sat on the beach, wrapped the brown trout in silver foil, is what I do, and put it on the hot coals or the hot embers, and steamed it inside the bag, the silver paper bag, silver foil bag. And it was a lovely picture, but it was just this gorgeous Scottish loch. I'm only just doing a sort of a memory version of it. Now, I've done all the selection. There's nothing simpler than that. Put some distant hills, mountains. We'll use different colours and intensities. It'll be a wet in wet painting, and there was this bushy tree in green here that I remember. So let's have a go. So the 2-inch hake, my palette. I'll just give that a bit of a clean. I should have done that before. The watercolours are Cotsman 21mm tubes. The paint is sort of semi-tube consistency because I keep this palette nice and moist in the Ziploc bag. I've asked you several times about using paint straight from the tube, and so the thing is, Ron Ranson, who designed this palette and this method of painting, years ago, 30 odd years ago, nearly, reckoned that it was better because using student quality paint, because it was inexpensive, relatively so, it was good to squeeze it out on a large palette and use it. Because it was cheap, you used a lot of it rather than scrubbing away at little pans of paint with a tiny brush, tiny sable. And the only problem was, of course, at the end of the painting session, you'd clean up and throw it away. This is a compromise. This we use almost tube consistency, or softer than if it was in a little pallet, in a pan, and got lots of bits of tissue stuck in it. And we can save the paint and carry on the next day or a couple of days hence. Squirt it with a bit of water. Oops. Before you put it away, and that'll keep it lovely and moist and usable. So, wet the paper. Want a wintry type of sky, well, at least a bit of character. So a bit of sienna, maybe a bit of burnt sienna as well, and just put that all the way across, a bit in the water, and now clean the brush, and we'll have a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of blue, and a bit of alizarin, and then we'll put this reflecting in the water here. Okay, we'll put let's put a streak of dark, shadowy cloud just under there. And then put it back in the water. Right, that'll do. Clean the brush, and to help that dry, I'll use the hairdryer. So just clean off the bottom of the page. I've got the board at about 30 degrees, probably slightly less. Right, that'll do. I don't want it to be bone dry. Now I'm going to put in those cloud colours in the background. So just these hills, and we'll put in some burnt sienna, a bit of raw sienna. Come down to the horizon. Quite light here because I'm going to put in that green scrubby bush tree on there. Right, let's bit of a sort of an island. Get my brush nice and straight so that I can and I'll put a bit of a beach on there, just a little bit of sienna. Okay, that'll do for that. Now we'll come over with a bit of a warmer this bank on here. I'll put my trees and scrubby stuff on there in a minute. Right, now I want a nice right, I'm going to dry that off. It didn't quite work. I'll go to a test of that again, so we've got a bit of darker stuff over there before I start to actual detail. So burnt sienna. Right. Put in a bit of I want to scrape out some of this, but I'm not sure whether this paper is going to be as good as the Fabriano for scraping. But these are the pebbles, and just bring the dark in so that it gives me something to scrape out. But I'm not sure if it's going to work. Huh? Well, that'll do. I don't know what I've done there. Right, so bit of a green now. So lemon yellow, burnt umber, bit of Payne's grey, and plenty of yellow in there. More yellow. Have my hair dry away from the water because I can see me shorting the thing out. So a bit of the yellow over that. Right, that'll do. I need some detail on that other side now, so. We'll put in some. It's very funny, but you get used to paper, and Fabriano, the £130, is quite an inexpensive paper, but you get used to it. I've got used to it, and I love it. You know, thanks Stephen Cronin for putting me onto it. Put a bit of a reflection on there. Right, bit of dark in there. Right, bit of dark in under here. Right, we'll put in a bit of distance. Bit of blue and a bit of umber, I think. Okay. Well, it's a bit harder stuff on the top of this. It's very delicate. I think I might have got a bit hard with that, but right. Now we need some detail now. I'm looking at this and wondering if I should be painting today. I'll just put some yeah, it's going to be very difficult to scrape out and lift out with this. When that dries, I'm going to put some gouache on there. So we'll just put some bits of just bits of detritus on the beach, flotsam. Bit of yellow in there. I think that's fine. Yeah, this has got a bit heavy, isn't it? But I won't quit. I'll just put a bit of dry brush over here. Just to indicate a bit of the cloud ripples. Right, I put a biggish head on him. Could be our Sikh chef. You know, I can't remember his name. Apologies for that. Sikh fisherman, the Sikh chef. Oh, I wish I knew his name. He's very popular. But anyway, he's having a little fish there. A bit of gouache. And just put in some little yachts on the other side there. Just a little bit of detail. God, I paid forever for this little tube of wine. I hardly use it. It's £5. Okay. Right, that'll do. A couple of birds. A couple of eagles. Right, that'll do. I'll sign it and see if it's worth a second thought. I'll go back to the Fabiano after this one. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Right, let's bring you round and we'll have a little look at what we've done here. I think it's a bit more accurate than the one I did the other day, but I'm only working from memory. I haven't got anything to look at. But this bit was, well, I remember that bit. He was sitting on here with a fire, but I can't do that. And just a background. But it was a very, very beautiful scene. So well done, BBC. The filming on Countryfile is absolute joy. It's a wonderful programme anyway. Until the BBC starts getting on its political high horse about various issues. But it's a lovely thing to watch on a Sunday evening. We always record it anyway, I'll watch it on catch up. But there we are. I will find out his name. So I think I'll upload that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.